Elon Musk conducted one of his longest interviews since promising a number of significant changes to Twitter that he expects would turn the financially troubled social media platform around. As we're all aware, the Tesla CEO bought the social media platform for a whopping sum of $44 billion. Musk defended his management of the company and provided an update on layoffs, cash flow, the status of the blue checks, and who might succeed him as CEO in a wide-ranging interview with the BBC that was also streamed on Twitter. The interview was at times filled with contradictions, regrets, and dog jokes. So, without any further delay, let's dive into it. On Tuesday evening local time, the infamous CEO met with BBC North America tech reporter James Clayton at Twitter's headquarters in San Francisco. In the spontaneous interview with the BBC on Tuesday night, the Twitter CEO, or rather, its leader, since Musk claimed that his dog Floki is the company's current CEO, addressed a number of issues, including claims that false information has proliferated on the social media platform since he took over, rumours of a family-owned emerald mine, which he strongly rejected, and his frequent Twitter controversies such as when he tweeted, "I think I should not tweet after 3 a.m. Musk took into account the lessons he had learned from the website's first 6 months under his direction, when he aggressively cut costs and fired 2/3 of the personnel. Under Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and the current second richest person in the world, Twitter has undergone a significant transformation. He committed to maximizing free speech when he purchased the website in October, and he subsequently made hundreds of experimental adjustments without much thought to the possibility that they would break it. Furthermore, Twitter has shifted towards a subscription business model, offering its distinctive blue checkmark as an indication that a user's identity has been verified to anyone willing to shell out $8. Additionally, he has removed a lot of steadfast measures designed to identify impersonators and silence accounts that spread false material. In addition to this, many of the changes, including the layoffs, were defended by Musk as necessary to keep the company alive. From almost 8,000 employees before the acquisition, he claimed that Twitter now only has roughly 1,500 employees. "It's no fun at all, it's painful," he said, adding, "The company's either going to go bankrupt or, if we do not cut costs immediately, it's been quite painful, but I think, at the end of the day, it should have been done." Musk said regarding the layoffs, adding, "Were there many mistakes made along the way? Of course, but all's well that ends well." Musk accepted that during his leadership, the business faced some significant challenges, such as the shutdown of a Twitter data center in December, which caused issues with the company's servers. Musk stated it was quite catastrophic, adding that Twitter hurried to get it back online. Musk also highlighted certain achievements, such as Twitter's choice to make its recommendation algorithm open source, which increased the level of openness surrounding how the website determines what shows in a user's feed. The site's emphasis on video and its adaptability in the face of profound change was also praised by him. He claimed that Twitter is roughly breaking even financially, that advertisers are returning to the site after leaving during the chaotic first days following the sale, and that usage and growth are satisfactory. Musk acknowledged that he completed the $44 billion purchase because he thought he would lose his legal battle to try and back out of it. He went on to declare that purchasing Twitter had caused him emotional strain, and that operating it had been painful, but he insisted that he still believed that purchasing it was the appropriate move. He stated in the interview that he would refuse to sell Twitter now if someone offered to pay what he paid for it. If Musk did choose to sell, he stated that finding a buyer who valued the truth would be more essential than how much money they would offer since, as he said, "I don't care about the money." But is it actually the case, considering how he fought tooth and nail to get out of the agreement? When he took over, Mr. Musk claimed Twitter had only a few months to live and was being managed like a non-profit. It was losing money because its expenses were rising faster than its income. Total sales reached $5 billion in 2021, according to the full final year numbers released before Mr. Musk took CEO. But costs and expenses rose to $5.5 billion. In actuality, since 2012, it has only experienced 2 profitable years. He believes Twitter is now very close to becoming profitable. Well, it makes sense because firing 6,500 people does tend to reduce expenses. When questioned about his earlier claims that Twitter was painful, Musk admitted that this was still true, but added, "I wasn't stabbed, like some people around here." The comment is believed to be in reference to the stabbing death of Cash App founder Bob Lee last week in San Francisco. When asked if he regretted purchasing Twitter, the second richest man in the world, replied that the pain level has been extremely high. This hasn't been some kind of party. About his early days in charge, Musk said, "It's not been boring. It's been quite a roller coaster." He continued, saying it had been really quite a stressful situation over the last several months, but he insisted that he still believed purchasing the business was the best course of action. According to Mr. Musk, things are going reasonably well, as evidenced by the fact that more people are using the site and that the site works. "The workload means that I sometimes sleep in the office," he said, adding that he has a spot on a couch in a 7th floor library at the San Francisco headquarters that nobody goes to. "I've been under constant attack," Musk continued. "It's not like I have a stone-cold heart or anything. If you're under constant criticism or attack, and that gets fed to you, including through Twitter, it's rough, you know? Now, at the end of the day, I think if you do lose your feedback loop, that's not good, so I think it's important to get negative feedback. I don't turn replies off, and I removed my entire block list so I don't block anyone either. So, I get a lot of negative feedback. If the media is writing non-stop stories about why you're a horrible person, I mean, you know, it's hurtful, obviously," Musk added. Musk admitted to having an odd relationship with the media when Clayton questioned him about it. "It's somewhat of a love-hate relationship, although it might be going a little more towards the hate. This is part and parcel of having a free media situation. I do take heart in that the media is actually able to trash me on a regular basis in the US and the UK and whatnot. Whereas in a lot of places, the media cannot say mean things to powerful people. But I think it's better that we have a situation where the media can say mean things to powerful people," the billionaire said. Clayton further inquired as to whether the removal of verification badges from users, especially renowned publications like the New York Times, may lead to the growth of fraudulent content on the site. "I must confess to some delight in removing the verification badge from the New York Times," Musk said. Anyway, they're still alive and well, so they're doing well. After last week's argument, Mr. Musk promised to switch the BBC Twitter designation from government-funded to publicly funded, and shortly after the interview, this adjustment was implemented. The BBC had expressed concern about the first portrayal and emphasised the corporation's independence. Through a TV licence fee, the British public provides the majority of its funding. In the interview that was conducted on Wednesday, Mr. Musk stated, "If we use the same words that the BBC uses to describe itself, that presumably would be okay." Around 71% of the BBC's £5.3 billion in total revenue in 2022 came from the licence fee. The remainder came from its commercial operations and other sources like grants, royalties and rental income. Additionally, the government grants the BBC more than £90 million annually to sustain the BBC World Service, which caters mostly to listeners outside of the United Kingdom. That's going to be all from the interview, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you don't miss an update. As always, I'll catch you in the next video.